Hello, I'm Satoshi Yamamoto. Welcome back to my time bench. Today I'm going to do Buddy Wing Emerger. Okay, actually I forgot a couple of things in the previous video with the Buddy Wing Nymph. I forgot to show you this is a green drake Buddy Wing Emerger. So, but you can see the difference, not just size. I mean, see, Buddy Wing Nymph had this nymph body, same as a pheasant tail nymph. And then I started to experiment, both, with more like a, surface emerger type, with, basically half down, half emerger type. Then they both work, really well. So that is why I start to kind of separate, and name differently Buddy Wing Nymph and Buddy Wing Emerger. Shown here is the Buddy Wing Nymph, green drake pattern, size like 14-12. This is certainly really big, and this works at Yellowstone Park, Lamar, Soda Butte, Sioux Creek, or pretty much anywhere. And also, I forgot to show you, blue wing pattern, size 20, apparently smaller than PMD. And then okay, so Buddy Wing Emerger here is what I got here, size probably 18, I'm sorry, 16 on the curved hook, curved emerger hook, directly 125. But like I did differently in the previous video, I'm going to use a straight dry fly hook for the video, just to show you. This is a size 16 Dairiki 120. I'm sorry, Dairiki 320, 320. Yes. So, and then the curved hook is 125, and then the thread I'm using is Viva 16-0. Okay, for the tail, or should I say the shark, I'm going to use two materials. One is either Xeron or Darlon, olive brown, or olive brown. What I got here is olive brown. I like this color. Then, not just a very sparse amount. You definitely not using a whole bundle. What I got is probably 6 or 7 material, 7 fibers here. And then I'd say not more than that. I'm going to trim this and maybe 2/3 of hook shank. Okay. Another next material is for the tail is this mallard flank. This is dyed kind of blue down, so you can use regular one, but I happen to have this one. It's really pretty. And then originally I was using only these fibers, but after some fishing and then definitely bitten by trout, these fibers just gone. Rest of the fly is gonna be intact, but so that's why I started to use this Xeron. At least it doesn't lose. A fly does not lose a tail, so give some trout silhouette just on top of it. Probably maybe a bit too long. Just about the same length with the Xeron underneath. And then I like to make a good underbody here. I wouldn't mind doing this because extra thread wraps, so this makes a good fly. And then next material is Turkey biots, my favorite pan for the abdomen. Gotta be quick, so before camera's gonna focus on my fingernail. Love forward. like I said, this does look like a dung, same as dung. This is definitely more like a emerger, surface emerger. I fold it with 2 wraps. No wires in this pattern because this is more like a surface surface emerger. So same thing. This is a bit too thick, bit too wide. I mean, the same thing. Just a 2mm foam that I sliced in half, which should be just not precisely a millimeter, but definitely much less. And then see much narrower than the hook gap here. So I'm going to attach probably better side, underneath. Right against the abdomen here. Then same thing as a Buddy Wing Nymph. CDC that you can buy in bulk. Natural dung. No lighter or no darker than this one, at least for me. And then fold 2 at the hold pair at the same time. Stroke fibers, and then back side, downside up, facing up. And I'm going to tie in 2 at a time, maybe 3 wraps, then trim this the tip quickly. Again, move the thread backward, right against the abdomen. Okay, then superfine dab, PMD. Okay, make sure you have enough room here. I almost all have 1 hook eye length left right here. This is very important, especially the smaller size, which I'm going to show you for the babies. Okay, again, fold 2 at the same time, and pull over forward, making a nice wing bud. Again, that's why it's named after wing bud, Buddy Wing. I'm sure this is going to be a bit too long for my liking. And then just around here. Okay, then use this as a bottlekin or needle. Make sure you are touching and feeding the stem, and then just in between pull this foam forward. Then I'm going to wrap here. Got 2 nice wraps here. Here we go. Then pull 3 up, 2 feathers and foam up. Then made a 1 wrap right in front of the beneath, or because you don't want to cut the thread. And then this 1 wrap makes huge difference to finish the fry. And again, I'm going to trim as close as I can, 1 at a time, without losing the thread, not to mention without cutting the thread, I hope. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now you're perfectly holding it. So again, next procedure is I'm going to flatten my thread by spinning my bobbin counterclockwise. This is a common method, like I said in the previous video. This is pretty much what we do at the we use lots of this movement technique, you know, when we are working on the Atlantic salmon flies, because flattened thread wraps materials really well, and certainly less bulk. Okay, and then I just can't emphasize this head is holding this two feathers and the foam all at the same time. So you have to have good head, but also good wraps, good number of wraps, but also we'd like to achieve a nice, good looking head. So, which I think I did. Then we finish. Okay, again, see, well, I personally really like this. And then this is a Buddy Wing Emerger. And then again, use a CDC oil, floatant. And then this time, if I forget, I go over a couple of variations. Here's the Green Drake. This is much larger compare like that. This is much larger. This must be size 12 or 14. Then a bit darker. This works really well at the such as Lamar, Soda Butte, Sioux Creek, or even the Yellowstone River itself. Then Baileys is a bit more, has more patterns. This is Baileys is going to be size 18, 20, 20 to 24. Yes, I can tie really small. This is a classic, dark olive. And then also another color that works for me at the Livingston Spring Creek is this kind of gray olive. Yes, gray olive, kind of almost looks like almost like a blue dam, but yeah, this one works really well. Certainly you can try such as a gray, Adams gray, and then even this lighter PMD, light olive, PMD pattern for the size 18, 20, 20 to 24. So this is the Buddy Wing Emerger. So, and along with Buddy Wing Nymph, tie some up, and then you are fishing for selective trout, and then I'm sure it will work for you. So well, thank you for watching.